being 7-3, but because this is the Browns, is there any level of apprehension?
I'm sure there's some for some people, but right now, guys, we're just enjoying it. It's been football hell here for the last 20 years. We haven't been to playoffs since '02. The Browns are aligned for the first time in a long time. Ownership, Chief Strategy Officer Dee Podesta, Andrew Berry and his crew in the front office, and Kevin Stefanski, the coach. The players are buying in to what they're doing. And I heard you guys talking about trusting Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield's made the plays he's had to get to be 7-3. I know he's not Pat Mahomes, and I know there is a style point kind of thing to this that, the Browns don't win like a lot of the other NFL teams do. But if you've seen the weather here the last 3 weeks, they did what they had to do to win. So Cleveland's happy when the Browns are 7-3.
Well, that's what I continue to keep telling the guys, Tony, is you win however you win, no matter what the case is. I think a lot of our concern, though, is when you become one-dimensional and there is no Chubb or there is no Hunt to rely on, and now you got to rely on Baker Mayfield getting the ball to guys like Landry. What happens at that point? How do the Browns feel at a confident level about making a strong playoff run out there?
They're a confident team, and I'll tell you, Stefanski's just been a godsend here. He has got this team believing in themselves. And guys, to the point about Baker, he had to play big in Cincinnati in that game about a month ago, and he led a drive at the end of the game with 40 seconds left to win that thing against Joe Burrow. So we've seen him do it in the past. He just hasn't been asked to do it in the last 3 weeks. He's also learning third year in a new offense for him. He's been in the league 3 years. He's had 3 different offenses, and it was during a 2020 global pandemic without preseason and everything else. So, yeah, I think the jury's still out as far as Baker goes, but the Browns are confident they can run it on anybody.
All right, so Tony, talk to me here. Is Baker Mayfield the long-term answer?
We don't know yet, and I know that the Browns are going to take the rest of this year to figure that out. We do expect them to pick up his fifth-year option next year, but as far as getting a big old contract like Patrick Mahomes or Deshaun, we're going to have to wait and see on that. They want to give him this entire season. I know at times he has made mistakes, but the last thing the Browns want to do is go back to the well looking for a franchise quarterback.
Well, it's interesting about that, Tony, because they didn't have that reservation, obviously, about Myles Garrett. Where are they at with Denzel Ward in a long-term situation?
Well, they like Denzel Ward a lot, but unfortunately, he's had problems staying on the field. And again, he is injured. He's going to be out. It's a calf strain. We don't know how long. Wyatt Teller missed 4 games with a similar injury. Denzel Ward was playing at a Pro Bowl level. Shut down, lockdown corner. He had guys on an island for most of the game last week, and I think he gave up 3 passes, 1 for a first down. So they love him. I think Nick Chubb is going to be in line maybe for a long-term deal. I know people are like, whoa, he's a running back, but this is a different player. He represents everything the Browns are looking for in tough, smart football players. So I think Chubb is on line for that.
Tony Rizzo is joining us on the Shell Pennzoil Performance Line. Pennzoil synthetic motor oils are made from natural gas, gives you unbeatable engine protection. The proofs in the Pennzoil based on Sequence 4A wear test using SAE 5W30. If you're just tuning in, Tony is a host on our affiliate in Cleveland, The Really Big Show, alongside Aaron Goldhammer, weekdays from 9 to 1. I want to switch gears. You mentioned Paul Dee Podesta aligned at the top in the front office. Paul Dee Podesta, for those that don't know, not only has he done a good job with the Cleveland Browns, he was also, fellas, Paul Dee Podesta, baseball front office guy with Cleveland, the New York Mets. He's been around baseball and football. He's got that money ball. He's bringing that aspect to the Browns. The reason I ask you that, Paul, is because I want to ask you an Indians question, and that is, what is the chatter around Francisco Lindor? I think this is one of the biggest stories of the baseball hot stove. Can they keep him? Will they keep him? What's the pulse of Cleveland there? One of the biggest stars in baseball.
Well, we are resigned to the fact that the Indians are going to trade Frankie. The Indians lost $100 million last year, as did a lot of teams in baseball. The Dolan family, great people. They put a great product on the field, but financially, they don't have the same resources as the Dodgers and the Mets and the Yankees. So they're looking for a partner right now. There may be a scenario where they don't get what they like, and he plays here and then walks, but he's got 1 year left on a deal, and the Indians right now are burning up the phones trying to find a deal for him. The big-name players in baseball haven't really produced. Those big contracts haven't produced a lot of championships. But we love Frankie, and Cleveland's going to hate to see him go, but we feel like it's inevitable.
Yep.
Tony, I got asked a question the other day, and I think it's important that our viewers get a chance to hear what your taste is. It may be a cultural thing, but I'm going to throw it out there. Are you a sweet potato guy, or are you a pumpkin pie kind of guy? Sweet potato pie or pumpkin pie? Serious question.
Yes.
Which one?
Yes.
You had to choose one.
Yes.
Which one?
I'll go sweet potato pie because of the holiday, but pumpkin's good. I think I'm burned out on pumpkin, man. I got to put whipped cream on it and ice cream and everything else. I've eaten so much pumpkin. I like sweet potato.
What kind of spices are you using? Is it sweet potato? Like, Key, you know, this kind of stuff
I like
when you talk
sweet.
about Key. Okay.
Yeah. I like sweet.
Sweet potato pie. Don't bring a pumpkin pie to my crib, though.
Yeah, I'm not. Not
sorry,
whipped cream. Disrespectful.
No, I don't like.
Key, are you cooking? Key, you cooking tonight?
I'm starting. I was telling Jay I'm going to start about 3 a.m., 4 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, I'm getting down. I'll be in there, you know. Hopefully I don't fall asleep. because at that time, you know, you turn on the heater, you kind of get it warm going, and you cooking at the same time, and you at that time in the morning, you up by yourself, you kind of bored, you might decide to go to a little bit of the brown liquor, and then the next thing you know,
Thanksgiving morning, you're allowed, man. You're allowed.
Jay, I told Keyshawn yesterday on our show, I said, we're going to have a new show called Cooking with Key.
I'm telling you, Chef
on
Key.
ABC.
Man, we get all these videos every single day, Tony. It's incredible. It's really incredible.
Yeah.
He is a talent, man.
No question. Hey, Tony, have a great show today. Enjoy the ride here with the Browns. Parting like it's 2002. The NFL's longest playoff drought certainly feels like slowly but surely, is about to come to an end. Thank you very much, Tony.
Yeah.
all right, T.
Happy Thanksgiving.